All right, everybody, so today we have a 2017 Ram 1500. This is my neighbor's work truck, and last week he told me the AC quit on it, and today was the first day that I had time to look at it. And it's actually knocked the AC. The blower motor's not working. That was the first thing I noticed. And while it was running, one thing I always like to do to verify whether the AC itself is working or not is if you come out and if you take a feel of the low side line while the AC's on, if it's nice and cold, the actual AC part of it's working. It's just if you're not getting cold air out of the vents, then that's a totally different problem. So in this case, what it actually is the blower motor. There is no blower motor. So the key's on and there's literally nothing. I don't hear the blower motor. I don't feel anything coming out of the vents. So we're going to get access to this blower motor, and we're going to find out if the blower motor is bad or if it's the controller or the resistor, whatever this truck's got. So let me get a light here so we can see what we're doing. Now this truck has just like this little cover, and it looks to me like it's just held on with these little clips right here. So we're going to pull these out. There's one. How many we got? We got 3. So let me get these out of here. You can see the blower motor. Let me get this other one out real quick. Okay guys, so I got this cover off, and here's the blower motor. Here's the connector for it. Now this is a 3-wire connector. So on this particular model, you should have power, you should have ground here, power here. This is your control wire coming from your knob on the AC controls, coming from your control head. So your blower motor module is actually built into this blower motor. So as long as you got power and ground here, you're probably pretty safe, just assuming that the blower motor is bad. But I'm going to show you how to check all this to make sure that everything that you should have here at these wires you have, and then the only thing it could be left is just the blower motor. Now if you have a 2-wire, that means that you have a blower resistor / module somewhere else, and normally it's bolted on the side of the HVAC box somewhere, and that could be bad. So just because your blower motor is not working, don't assume that it's just the blower motor, because you might buy a blower motor and put it in and still have the same problem, and then you're buying the module. So let me get the camera set up, let me get my test light, and I'm going to show you how to check all 3 of these to make sure that the relay's good, the power's good, and the control signal coming from the control head is good. Okay, so to check all your connections right here, all you got to do, make sure that the control knob is turned on. Any speed is fine. I've got it on high right now. And the first thing I want to do is just make sure I've got power on the blue and the black. So I'm just going to shove my probes up there. Should have a test light up. And regardless of where you put the knob, this is not going to get brighter or dimmer. Now, to check the control wire, you're going to pin in on the power, which is the blue wire, and then you're going to take the other probe and you're going to stick up in the small wire cavity, the center wire, and you should have a dim light come on, and that should get dimmer and brighter as you turn the knob. So I think right now I'm on high. Make sure you don't touch the pins together. I'm going to go 1 notch down, another notch, another notch, another notch. And as I keep going lower and lower, it gets dimmer and dimmer until it goes completely off when I go to off. So now I can 100% with confidence say the blower motor is bad. Everything that we need right here is good. We just verified, because we had power on both these wires, the relay's good, the fuse is good, the wiring is good. We've got control on the center wire. So the only thing that's left is the blower motor itself. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be an expensive blower motor because the controller is built into the blower motor itself. So probably going to be a little expensive. I'll put a link. It's going to be a lot cheaper if you order it online. I'll put a link to it if I can find one. All right, so I'm back with the blower motor. Looks like it's going to be pretty simple. There's only 3 screws that hold it in. Of course, the connector. Got a little warning labeled here. It was funny because normally I don't read these, but I got kind of thumbing down through it real quick. And it's talking about this is an electronic device, and they're saying that because it's actually got the controller built into it. But it says the installer needs to reset the central ECU on the vehicle in order to erase any previous failure codes. Only a qualified installer with the appropriate tools can and should complete this procedure. I've never had to do that. You can reset, I mean, resetting the failure codes is nothing more than taking a code reader and hitting erase. But you don't even need to do that. Not to mention I already scanned this truck and there are no codes. So anyway, we're getting ready to stick this in, and it looks like I'm going to possibly be able to get all 3 screws out with my DEWALT here. So that'd make it even that much nicer. So let me get the camera set up and we'll get after it. All right. My light's kind of starting to die on me. So we got this connector and 3 either 8mm or Torx. I don't know what size Torx. I'm using the 8mm. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this connector. Get him out of my way. And I like to start with the hardest screw first. And then the second hardest. And then last but not least. Spin's free, but obviously that doesn't mean a lot. Just to give you a glimpse, there's the controller, there's the heat sink, and then you can see some circuitry down there, some circuit board. So that's kind of the way this system, or this particular blower motor works. That's better. All right. Probably one of the easiest blower motors to change, guys. I have no idea where that connector goes to, but probably just an extra for something, for an option that it doesn't have. So let's see if this fixed the problem. I didn't mean to. I hear it. And there it is. One blower motor. Once you troubleshoot it, it's probably the easiest blower motor in the world to change. Then you just got to put this back in, which is nothing more than these little Christmas trees. There's 3 of them. anyway, we're done. Blower motor 2017 Dodge Ram. You guys take care.